Welcome to the Defense and Aerospace Report. I'm Vago Muradian, and welcome to our inaugural Cyber Report, sponsored by Northrop Grumman, a weekly series where we're going to try to tackle big cybersecurity questions and cyber questions to help all of us better understand this important space. We're launching this coverage at the start of National Cybersecurity Awareness Month, and we hope that you'll come back every week, whether you're a senior defense leader or whether just regular folks, to look at how to better secure your lives in an important technology that's changing how each and every single one of us lives. And joining us is Matt Jorgensen from the Northrop Grumman team. Matt, thanks very much for joining us.
Well, Vago, thank you very much for having me.
Cyber is changing each and every one of our lives, and it's actually going to get a lot worse if you look at the Internet of Things and the interconnectivity. So we thought it would be great to actually start this at a foundational level. What's cybersecurity, and what's the best way that folks can think about it?
Sure. So cybersecurity, if you look at it at a foundational level, it's really just the process of securing, protecting, and recovering information, networks, devices, and programs from cyber attack. So if you look at strong cybersecurity, that's really all of those things, but with the underlying and utmost importance of strong personal decisions and choices when you're online.
Because at the end of the day, right, it's all about people. I mean, you guys sponsored the Billington Cybersecurity Summit, and one of the things that came out from the key cyber leaders across the nation was the networks are perfectly fine. It's generally the people that are the problem. So how do people need to think about their daily lives and daily security? Because actually, it's something you've got to be thinking about from the very beginning as opposed to trying to sort of apply it later on.
Absolutely. So, in today's environment, really almost everything we do in some way is connected to computers or the internet. Take communication, transportation and navigation, entertainment, banking, health, the list goes on and on. All of those things are interconnected and really have created an environment where we have unlimited opportunity for innovation, for connectivity and collaboration, for modernization. But they also create an environment that is unprecedented opportunity for criminals and those that wish to do us harm.
Because if you think about it, right, every single app you subscribe to has an enormous amount of personal information. Then you add your credit card information. Sometimes you add your banking information. And now, and then you're hoping that those guys are going to be better at security at the end of the day than you are. It's National Cybersecurity Awareness Month. Talk to us about the theme this year and the messages that cyber professionals around the nation are trying to send to the public.
Sure. So I'm glad you mentioned that, and this is certainly very timely this month. So this year's theme for National Cybersecurity Awareness Month of Own It, Secure It, Protect It is really focused on covering the spectrum of how an individual can take personal ownership and personal responsibility for their cyber protection online. So, you mentioned it a little earlier. Every time that you're making a post, a like, a share, every email you're sending, every, not to put too fine a point on it, but every click you're making online really does leave a digital trail that can be exploited by a cyber criminal. So by looking at those themes of owning it, securing it, protecting it, we're really going to delve deeply into how an individual can take responsibility and take that ownership to secure their personal data, their information, that covers every aspect of their lives. Really.
I thought that those crafty cyber people own it is IT for information technology.
Absolutely.
Very clever. Matt, thanks very much for joining us.
Well, thanks for having us. We're very excited about this.
And thanks for joining us for the Cyber Report, sponsored by Northrop Grumman. We'll see you next week.